made it to Hong Kong from Miami to Chicago, Chicago to Hong Kong, 15-hour final flight. Flew by. I'm so excited to be here, and I can't wait for the conference. And I'm going to the morning in the markets tomorrow, so gonna, check out some fish immediately.
On behalf of SeaWeb, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you this morning to the 10th International Seafood Summit here in the vibrant city of Hong Kong, and the first time, and certainly not the last, in Asia.
Asians or the Hong Kong actually shows quite a different interest when they are purchasing seafood. We have a really high demand for live products. During economic downturns, the people will switch from the live or the expensive items to the cheaper frozen items. But this is not the case in Hong Kong or in any Asian cities. The per capita consumption of seafood in Hong Kong reached 72 kilograms in 2010. We are impacting the whole world, and we have a place for us to act.
And then we had lunch on the jumbo floating restaurant and family-style meal, and out of the 6 or 7 seafood options that we had, about 4 of them were farmed, I think. So that was interesting as well. My favorite was the clams and black bean sauce, low in the food chain. But some people were eating the eyeballs out of the snapper. That was fun.
Right.
I think it's super important that the Seafood Summit is in Asia for the first time. It's really exciting that as such a huge producer and consumer of seafood that they're coming to the table and starting to engage the issue of sustainability.
Whichever way you look at it, whether it's in terms of the growth in demand that we're going to see or the source of supply, Asia is where the action is.
There's a lot of innovation going on in the private sector here in Asia. These people have their own vision of sustainability, and we wanted to hear it.
Day 1 of the Seafood Summit, the plenary talk was great.
I really enjoyed Dr. Stephen Hall's opening remarks. He spoke quite directly to really the issues that we see as being the most important in fisheries in the developing world. He described the distinction of demand versus need. In many of the communities where we work, fisheries are absolutely essential to their livelihoods, but also to the food security.
How do we meet the growing need and demand for fish as an affordable and accessible source of protein? There are many pieces of the jigsaw that are falling into place, providing particularly small and medium enterprises with the support they need to develop their businesses sustainably. And that's going to require new models that we're now talking about, getting ethical investors who want a more patient return on their capital engaged and partnering with the small and medium enterprise sector.
Reflecting back on today's talks, a lot of the sessions brought forth the idea of integration.
Cooperative farming models can benefit the sector and allow aquaculture to grow sustainably. I'm confident that with the right conversations we can find the right answers.
Here at the summit, the thing that I'm most excited to hear about is the participation from the various Asian delegations that have come and their perception on sustainability, where we are now and where we need to go.
My great-grandfather started farming 120 years ago, and we intend to continue to farm in those places. Sustainability is critical to our success. Now it's become something that you can actually market. It gives us some opportunities that we probably always had as we compare ourselves to other fisheries or other types of aquaculture.
My name is Martin Reed, and I have a website, ilovebluesea.com. We sell only sustainable seafood online to consumers nationwide. I like to think that the seafood industry is generally starting to trend in a better direction. It's starting to come into public awareness, which is very encouraging.
I try to do my best to speak with my customer and to explain why I don't cook anymore this kind of fish, and I cook another one. Day after day, I saw that the customer wanted to eat more and more fishes, so I was thinking, but why they want more fishes, and how we can do, because there is fish, but more population and not any more fishes. So it's a reason why I was thinking we have to be careful about it.
And finally, at the Innovation Awards at the end of the day, Google said it wants its employees to be the healthiest on the planet in the years to come.
One of the most important things will be we need to realize that the marine resources is really finite. We cannot keep on harvesting our marine resources.
Not all the answers are emerging, but the first issue and order of the day is getting the right people in the room to think about the issues.
So all in all, an awesome day of meeting people and learning about cool new stuff that's going on.